Hey ladies, it's me Yasmin and welcome back to my channel, Mental Health Convos, where we educate, empower, elevate, and embrace. Today's girl talk is about being 30 and up, no kids, and not married. So this really comes up a lot in my age group. I am 29, so a lot of my friends are, in this part of their lives where they're 30 and up, not married and no kids. Because, society just has us brainwashed like, oh, you gotta be married and have kids by 30. Right? Right? Wrong. Because you do not have to be married. You do not have to have children by 30. So that's the whole purpose of this video. We're going to get into this topic because it is much needed to be discussed. So, number one, life is not the same for everyone. And people have to realize that life is not the same for everyone. Some people have their kids when they are 18, 16, 15. Some people have their kids when they're 20, in their 20s. Some people have their kids in their 30s. And some people even have kids in their 40s. Life is not the same for everyone. And you can't compare your life to somebody else's. You can't say, well, everyone in my age group has kids. Maybe it's time for me to have one, or whatever the case may be. We all have different plans for our lives, right? So at this time of your life, if you don't already have kids, it might not be the time. You might say, well, I want to work on this or that before I have kids. And that is perfectly fine because everyone's life is not the same. Number two, don't ask someone why they don't have kids. That is something that really irks my nerves so bad. Somebody say, well, you getting up there, why you don't have no kids? Or y'all trying, when you gonna have a baby? This can be a very sensitive subject for some people because you never know what someone is going through. Everybody doesn't put their business out on Facebook for the world to see, because some people are silently struggling with infertility. There's a thing called polycystic ovarian syndrome that's out there, endometriosis. There are a lot of different things out there that may be impacting a woman's ability to have a child. And they could, let's say, boom, they've hit their ninth miscarriage. And here come the nosy aunt. Girl, when you gonna have a baby? You about 35. Now when you gonna have a baby? And they say, well, when the time is right, because they don't really want to put people in their business. But at the same time, after they leave from around there, they may go in the car and cry because they be probably saying, I've been trying and I've been trying and I've been trying, and I just can't have a baby. You never know what someone is going through. So don't ask. Don't ask. That's really not your business, to be honest. Mind your own business and be considerate of what somebody else may be going through. Number three is focus on yourself first. Now, this may sound a little selfish for me to say. It's like, girl, you need to focus on yourself first. But the reason I say that is because times are not the same. Times are not the same. And I know back in my grandma's days and everything, they probably had like 10 kids, 12 kids, and all of that. Well, things have changed a lot. Times have changed. The world is changing. And I would say just focus on yourself first, because me personally, I don't feel like I am where I need to be financially to be bringing a child into the world. And if you don't feel like you're ready, if you don't feel like you can take care of the needs of a child, if you don't feel like the time is right, don't. Focus on getting yourself together first. And some people say, well, I don't know how long that will take. Well, keep trying. But don't be in a rush to have a baby just to have a baby. Okay, I mean, I know our biological time clock is ticking as well, but I will say to you, just take care of your body, take care of yourself. Make sure that if you do decide to have a child, that you have the means to provide for it, to take care of it, because having a child isn't easy. One of my friends said, oh my goodness, this is my first and my last. Child care for her is $300 a week. So you do the math on it. It can be expensive. So me personally, I wouldn't be in a rush to have a baby if I knew I could afford it. I'm like, let me get situated before I start bringing kids into this world. Focus on yourself first. Get your stuff together. Number four, don't let anyone rush you. I know in this day and age, parents, grandparents, they always say, when are you gonna have a baby? It's about time for you to have a baby. Don't let nobody rush you. You need to have a baby when you are ready to have a baby, not when somebody else wants you to. Because worst case scenario, you're listening to them. You say, I'm going to have my baby. And then now they say, well, I'm not going to babysit. I'm not going to babysit. Now you stuck with a child. I mean, that's your child anyway. But, people will egg you on and say, girl, yeah, have a baby. I'll watch it. And then, you got an active lifestyle. You work all the time. You do all of this. And childcare comes up. Girl, I can't watch the baby. I got this to do. Now your great grandmama want to go to the club. She just told you to have a baby, but now she want to go to overtime and have her girls night out. So you have to make your own decisions. Don't let people make decisions for you. And again, do things when you are ready. Don't let your whole class, your whole graduation class of 2009, everybody has a baby and you don't. Baby, that's fine. That's okay. Do things when you're ready. Some people say, well, I don't even know if I have kids. And I hate when I hear people say this. Man, if I don't have a child by 30, I'm just not going to worry about it. 30 is still young. 30 is still young. And you have your whole life ahead of you. So don't just say, oh, if I don't have a baby by 30, I'm just not. 30 is still young. And life isn't the same now, especially now with the housing costs, pay, income, jobs, wages. A lot of people are kind of putting it off because, it seems like 40 is the new 30, to be honest. People are out here struggling. There are so many stories that I hear about, you know, people can't afford housing, people are losing their jobs, people have degrees and can't get a job related to their degree. So times have changed. Usually people come out of college, they got their career, they're buying a house, they're getting married, they're having their children. Now it's like, oh baby, woo, things didn't go as planned. Number six, don't feel bad about it. So some people say, "Oh, I don't have a child. I'm pushing 30 years old," and they start to feel bad. Oh, I'm not married. I'm almost 30 years old. Number one, if you're dating someone, you can't make anyone marry you. You can't make people marry you, okay? And in this day and time, like I said, stability is becoming harder to come by. Housing is through the roof. The price of even a small house, is through the roof these days. Housing is through the roof. Income is not sufficient enough to cover all the bills. People out here working 2 and 3 jobs. They got side hustles here, Instacart, Uber, Lyft. They're doing some of everything to make ends meet. Period. So you can't make anyone marry you, and you decide when it's time to have a child. And even if you have fertility issues now, well, they've had it in the past too, but they have, the option for a surrogate. And then, I work in child welfare. There are always opportunities to bring a child into your home and give them a good life. So there are options out there available for you. Okay, you don't have to be married to have a foster child. So that's something that you can consider as well. Well, I know that's something here in Georgia. You don't have to be married, but that's something to consider as well. You don't have to sit back and say, "Oh, I don't have any kids. I'm not married." Enjoy life as it is. You don't have to be married to be happy. You don't have to have a child to be happy. But if you want those things, you can continue to practice having a child, or you can get a foster child, or you can just look at all your options and weigh them. Me, I love paper. We're in a digital world so much. iPads, tablets, phones. I like paper and pencil. I like to say, okay, this is what I want in my life. This is what I don't want in my life. Take that pencil to that paper and I get to write it. And I suggest you do the same. Number seven, life is really what you make it. So Society, like I said before, has brainwashed us into thinking, oh, we gotta hurry up and get married. We're approaching 30. Oh, we gotta hurry up and have a child. We're approaching 30. You can have the mindset where you don't even want to get married or you don't even want children. Life is what you make it. You decide what you want for your life. Don't let other people decide what they want for your life. Oh, you really need to marry. If you don't want to marry, you don't have to get married. If you don't want a child, you don't have to have a child. Life is what you make it. So you determine what you want for yourself, what you want for your life. I know, like family members and everything, they want what they feel is best for us. But at the same time, we have to know what is best for us. We may have a situation where we say, you know what, the way my lifestyle is, I don't think it'll be suitable to have a child. You know, I don't want to be what they say, tied down. I don't want to be tied down. I want to be free to do what I want to do. I don't want to have to live with a maid, cook, clean, and do all this other married life stuff. I don't want to deal with that. I enjoy my freedom. And you have the ability to. Life is what you make it. Okay, ladies? Life is what you make it. Don't let anybody else tell you what you need to do for your life. It's your life. You live your life how you want to live your life. Don't let anybody rush you. Don't let anybody discourage you. Don't let anybody just make you feel bad for not having a husband, a child, or whatever. And if you decide, hey, I do want those things, that's fine too. But don't don't let society make you feel bad about what you don't have. And if you do want those things, you can have them. You can have them when you're ready. Not when nobody else wants you to be ready, but when you're ready. So that's all I got for you. I just wanted to do a really quick video. Please, if you are new here, subscribe, turn your notification bell on. Make sure you like this video and comment in the section below how you feel about this whole thing. Thank you. Bye.